Hello! Today, Sarah has finally worn me down and we've bought this Pronto 4 Windbreak from Outdoor Revolution. Let's get it out the bag and let's give it a test. So we have only seen this at the NEC show where it was set up and it looked amazing. Sarah fell in love with it. I kind of said, well, we don't want to carry anything else around in the van. Obviously now we've bought one, Sarah wanted one, you know how these things work. Now I've never had this out the bag, so this is going to be completely as if anyone would buy it. Before we go any further, we have bought this. So Outdoor Revolution, they don't give stuff to people. So this is, this honestly, we've paid for this, we've paid full price for this. That shows you how much Sarah really wanted one. So let's get it out the bag and we'll show you why actually this is a really decent windbreak.
I think it's really important to say actually at this point, Will has not watched any videos, neither have I. So this is genuinely last saw it at a show a good few months ago.
Let's see what you get.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Right, there's a piece of foam in the bottom of the bag, which I'm not going to take out. But there's some instructions. Well, we definitely don't need those. It's got to be pegs in this bag, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to be. It's just a normal bag. And you can see, clearly not done this before because the bag's being a bit of a pain. Yeah, loads of pegs. Let's just bung those on the floor there. And a repair kit. That doesn't bode well, does it? Let's hope we're not going to use that on the first outing. So let's pop that away. But good it's included though. So good on you, Outdoor Revolution, for that. Now.
And we are actually, as well, as you can see, on a campsite.
We are.
Genuinely camping. Getting a wonderful view of Will's bald spot there as he leans over.
Now, what I'm going to do, oh, it's got some poles by the looks of it. I'm going to just get Sarah to just pop her foot on that lot because it's a little bit windy.
Yeah.
So let's have a look then. What have we got? Now I seem to remember this basically pops out into its individual panels, doesn't it? That's how I remember it works.
Well, it's called Pronto, so I'm hoping it's quick.
Yeah, and I'm working on the basis that the word Pronto is on the outside. So like that.
Yeah.
Which says to me, to get this to work,
give it a little kick in the middle.
Give it a kick. This is where it becomes a two-person thing, isn't it? Although, probably can lay it out like this. And then do you? See, this is the lengths we go to for the chum. See, there is. I've got it in my head.
He's got it.
I've got in my head what I'm trying to do.
Oh, it's erecting itself. It's so quick. It's erecting itself. Okay. 2 up.
This is going to be better with 2 people, I can tell. But you can see it's coming. It's definitely...
So what's the technique then, Will? Kneel on it?
Well, yes, I'm trying to just get it to be flat-ish.
And then pull.
Trying to pull it in the centre like that.
Yeah.
This is where the guys at Outdoor Revolution are going to watch this video, message us afterwards and go, just take the video down. That is not how you're supposed to do it. But...
there you go. Okay.
There you go.
It's very windy here. This might just take off actually.
Do need to be a little bit mindful of the wind direction. Ooh. So, we also have in here...
So the poles are to go vertically on it then, I presume, aren't they? To enable you to peg it down.
Yeah, I'm just going to pop these on
more things for me to stand on. Yeah, there we go.
Foot as well. There is a elastic band there. Right. So, only 2.
Add further comedy, I think it might be about to start raining.
Well, we'll see how quickly it goes down then, won't we? So, longer spike,
yeah,
shorter spike.
Well, I'd expect longer spikes probably to go in the ground. I would expect.
So we'll put that in that end then, like that. At the top here, there is a kind of a guy line hole which you can pop that into, which I'll get Sarah to show you. You want to come and have a look at that top one there where I've put it in?
I will do. I just need to be careful with what I'm doing with my feet. There we go. Right, we're on the move. So, okay, that's what he's done there, look.
So you can see there where I've popped it onto the eye.
And the pole comes out at the other end. Now there is an elastic around
yeah,
there.
So at the top here I've put it through the thing there, which then means, I think, you basically stab that into the ground like that. Just hold on to that. It's going to make it into something a bit smaller for the purposes of this. Then you've got that.
It's got a cadle strip on it.
It does have a cadle strip. I'm not sure why. So, well,
there we go. Guy it down,
in
peg
essence,
it down, and
there you go.
Pronto.
In terms of guy lines, then, so it's got guy lines at the front, just there, which you could obviously really connect it down with there. And at the back of each of these, there's a guy line as well, so you can tension it down with those. So, yeah, I think, well, it's certainly quick, isn't it? And it certainly helps with the tension as well, just having this kind of mechanism. I think these cadle strips, you need to check, I think these are on here so you can connect multiple ones of these together if you wanted a big one.
That'd be helpful, wouldn't it?
It's obviously only a 4-panel.
Yeah, so you could have 2 or 3 of these then and create a dog pen, essentially,
yeah, I think
couldn't you, or something like that?
Yeah.
That'd work.
Right, so don't cut the video. Go and stand back. Let's see how quickly I can get this back in the bag, because it is starting to rain now. So let's lie it down. Just pull that one out the ground.
That's a little easier said than done when I've got a handful of bags. Hang on, I'm there.
Right, lie it down.
Okay.
Okay. So I think then what you're supposed to do is the opposite.
Would you not be better attacking it from the other side then?
And I need to take these poles out, of course. I'll take those out first. So you think this side?
Well, I just thought you'd push it in.
Like that?
Yeah. Because that's kind of how it came out the bag, wasn't it? And then attempt to fold, basically.
Fold? What, kind of like that?
Yeah. Hey, that was pretty pronto, wasn't it?
Was that pronto enough?
I think so. It'll go in the bag, won't it? I am going to have to help him, I think, put it in the bag.
Well, I don't know.
Am I not? No? You're going to give it a go all by yourself? Yeah?
Yeah.
In the bag.
So it's got an oversized bag.
That's good. It's always helpful.
Which is helpful.
Nothing worse than a tent company or a, in this case, Windbreak company that gives you bags that you just got no hope of getting your kit back into at all.
Yeah, they're just a bit of a pain, aren't they, those? So I think when it isn't absolutely chucking down, like it feels it's about to at the minute.
It's, the skies are rather grey, aren't they?
I think what we'll do is we'll get this back out and do the guy line and all of the...
Yeah, get it looking
proper stuff. Because this video is about just showing you how quickly it manages to go up and out the bag and everything else, and how idiot proof it is. Fairly, I think, is the answer.
Well, I think putting it away was more idiot-proof than putting it up. I think there must be an easier way of putting it up than crawling around all over the floor.
We'll have a look at that. But there it is, back in its bag.
Done.
So when the weather's a little bit nicer, we'll cut this video to a point where it's up and you can see all the guy lines. We're finally here. We've managed to get away for another cheeky weekend away, which means that we've had a chance to test out this Windbreak. And as you can tell by Sarah's hair, it's really windy, which gives us a good chance to give it a good try. So we're at Etty's Field. You might recognise it. It's beautiful caravans and motorhomes and campers around here. Obviously there's an Airstream in the background. Always great to come here. There's always Airstreams and funky stuff here, so having a good time. But we're here to talk about the Pronto 4. And it's fair to say it's not the easiest thing to put up when it's windy.
Yeah, which is a little ironic.
Interesting, because that's when you want it. But you probably saw when we were messing about with it a few minutes ago when we were in Southwold, it gets a bit unwieldy because it's not like a kind of just flat sheets that you're trying to just tension out as you're putting it out. It's actually pretty rigid because of the way that it's designed. That said, once you've kind of walked it into the right place, what we did was Sarah stood behind, didn't you, with your kind of foot against the...
Kind of kicked out the bottom part of it to make sure it's standing up correctly.
Yeah, and then as you can probably tell, there's two guy lines on the top of each pole, and there's only two poles in this, one at each end as you saw, so pole here, pole right at the other end. Put your two guys out like that, and then all we've done is just use the single guy, which is on the back of each of these panels, to face kind of with the wind coming this way. So you can probably tell the wind is coming that way at the moment.
So from over here, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got obviously three panels this side. We've kind of kinked it around into an L shape at the end, which means that we can kind of hide behind it if we need to. And well, there's probably not that much more to say about it really. It's pretty solid.
It's quite nice and secure and solid, and because these panels have got this formed shape already to them, it's almost easier to walk it into place. We've had quite a few problems in the past trying to put up one of the traditional style of windbreaks with the poles and then just the sheet and a pole and a sheet.
It's more tricky.
And trying to get those standing up and guying them down at the same time was actually quite hard. So as much as it looked unwieldy and a little bit problematic, it was actually really quick and easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know as well that all the guys and everything have got reflective thread through them, so hopefully you're not going to be able to trip over those in the evening and things. They've got these quick adjusters on, these plastic quick adjusters, which are good as well, so if you need to tension anything, you probably see this one's slightly slack at the moment, you can just pull it, tension it, job done, nice and easy, and that's it. So really, you saw me put it away in the last bit of the video. I think probably the only other thing that now we've used it for a couple of nights, what we've actually noticed is it's got two windows. So these windows here, which are in these two centre panels, these are brilliant.
It's quite nice.
It's nice because
nosy.
Sometimes when you're sitting behind a windbreak, you can't see anything, can you? And some people might like that and want a windbreak for that reason, so for some privacy. Others might want to be able to see out. It's a little triangle window. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, be nosy, see who's arriving.
Yeah. It was raining overnight, raining this morning. It's been nice now for a couple of hours. It's bone dry. There is no moisture left on this at all. You can put this away and not have to get it out to dry again, so it's fast drying. I think it's great. I really do. They're not cheap. Not cheap. I think we paid, what, $149? They're in that kind of $149 to $169 bracket, depending on where you buy it from.
You can get a 3-panel version though.
Good point.
So obviously lose the last panel. I think the way that works is actually a couple over the other side of the campsite. I've got one, so I've been trying to have a little bit of a nose. And I'm pretty sure it's 2 solid panels, and then the panel in the middle's got the one with the window.
Yeah, and you can get a polycotton version in the 4-panel as well.
Yeah.
So if you're really posh and you want the really nice kind of fabric feel to it.
Or you're trying to match your tent or your driveway awning or whatever it is that you've got as the polycotton
version, then you can get that too, which is all good. So probably not much more to say. Hopefully you found this video useful. We've wanted one of these for a long time. We finally got one. It's doing the job for us. Is it going to do the job for you? Let us know in the comments below what you use for your windbreak. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon for some more
Campervan Time.